So good morning. Thank you for taking the time to speak to me, Mr. Goodman. So as we can see, it's lovely in Antigua. You are a farmer there, an international farmer, I should say. So I'm quite happy that you had the time this morning to speak to me and discuss cassava and the cultivation of cassava. So let's start by introducing you. Tell us who you are and what do you do?
Hi, good morning. My name is Goodman. I'm from the little island of Antigua and Barbuda. I located in the Western Hemisphere, so you call it the third world country. My job is farming. I do nothing else but farming. I plant a wide variety of crop, but today we're going to deal with cassava most of all, and step from one to two, go right up, how it start to finish.
Fantastic. All our products are made from cassava, and I always tell people about your farm in Antigua and the work that you do, the amazing work that you do. Talk us through the process of how you cultivate cassava because people don't understand what cassava is and particularly and how it grows. So if you could talk us through that process of how you cultivate cassava and just show us a demonstration.
Well, we start cassava by preparing the land. We have to prepare the land first by plow it with a tractor. And after we plow it with a tractor, we make some bank like this. And as you can see, you and your folks, that we're in a field of cassava. This is about 2 acres of cassava planted. The bank I'm about 700 feet. So after we prepare the land and have it prepared, we track it with the tractor, make a line in it. And when we make that line, we usually get the cassava stick. This is not a cassava stick, but it's just a demonstration. I'm so sorry that but I think I can pick one from this. Show where I pick it. I can pick one from half of this and show the experience the way how we plant it. So what we do, these leaves would already dry, so it will be much browner stick, not this green stick, but it's just an example. And after we done prepare the land, we use a tractor. Yeah, we use a tractor and we track a track like this in the middle of the bank. And then we put this stick to lay down like that. And when we put it to lay down, we cover it like that. And when we cover it like that, with good moisture, with water and everything, it will take about 2 weeks to burst. Then after it bursts, then it grows anywhere up. We have to care it by clean it. That's why it's so clean. So we use a tractor clean in the trench, and then we use manpower and pull these little fancy bush from between the cassava so it can be 90 to 100% clean. We always try to keep it clean because the cleaner it is the better it be. Then after it grows and grows, it takes 6 months to 7 months before you can harvest it. So after we reach to that stage now, harvesting stage, then that's where the cassava become a big cassava. Nice. So I'm going to show you the example when it
Fantastic.
grew from where it started, as I see, to finishing. So when we pull this tree, this is a cassava tree. So it right now it's 6 months. So when we pull it and we do it like that, you see what come out?
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's what it produced from that little stick. That same little stick that I planted
Yeah.
will produce anything, sometime 10 pound, 15 pound, maybe up to 20 pound or more. One
Yeah.
cassava stick like this can do that. And then after we pull so much, we join it with the gang, and that's what we get.
Okay.
And that's, you could, depends on how much you want to harvest. You harvest as much as you want until the crop is finished.
Okay.
That's this way of growing cassava.
So from your plantation, how much cassava would you produce? Do you produce?
Well, I can produce any amount. When we say any amount, because I have about 70 something acres of land. But during that, I don't have company or nobody to sell to. I only produce for the local market because we don't do export. If that could be happening, well, we'll have to get something and wax the cassava because we can't export it like that fresh. We'll have to wax it. So you'll have to have a factory if you're going to do cassava in a bountiful way to get it to export. You understand? So I have to just produce by, like, I plant this, as I said, this is about 2 acres, and I planted about 2 to 3 months ago, 2 months plus, yes, ago. So now, with this now, 2 to 3 months, I will plant another one in the next 3 months' time to 4 months. So I'm looking forward to plant another crop on the western side there.
Yeah.
So you have to plant them in stages. You can't plant them. I can't plant too much and I can't plant too less, but I can't plant too much because I don't have the zone to do that. You understand?
Yes. So as a farmer, do you have any tips that you would give
Yeah.
anyone who wants to go into cultivating cassava? What is your best advice to make sure, because this looks amazing. Obviously, you talked about making sure that it's clean, making sure that you use the correct process. Any other tips that you can give to make sure that you get the best cassava out of the soil?
Uh, Sometimes we use a tractor, but sometimes when we use a tractor, we get about 80% of them good and another 20% broke because it's going towards it and sometimes the soil hard, so it breaks. So sometimes we get 80% not break and we get 20% break up.
Yeah.
And it's not good to have them break up because the customer are like they like to see it from the finish it from the start to the finish it to the two tip instead of have a block end. So it's always best. I think the best way of doing it, I never see it no other way but pulling. And as I say, if you use the tractor, you can lose 80% of it. Not 80, 20% of it by breaking, broke, and 80% good.
Thank you. I have been on your farm in Antigua. I think you're an inspirational farmer. I loved my experience on your farm. I think it's something that everyone should learn how to do. I had the experience. You taught me how to drip carrots and other items, and I think that it's something that lots of people should get into. Is there any other tips that I could let people know or advise people on what to do in terms of farming? Tell us a bit more about what else you produce.
I produce like onion, carrot, tomatoes, butternut, pepper, yam, eggplant. I grow a wide variety of standard crop mostly. I don't do seasoning and things like that. More standard crop, solid food. But farming is a thing you got to be dedicated to it. If you don't dedicate it to it, it's like a little child. You can't leave it on his own. Doesn't matter,
Okay.
it's a piece of land. And you might think you just plant it and go home and lie down and come back and it grows. No. You have to pay attention to it because you have his problem just like a child. You're gonna need vaccine, you're gonna need water, you need his cleaning. And that's the beauty about farming. If you're dedicated, you can always improve on your skill. But if you are not dedicated, I don't think you, it doesn't matter how much I tell you, you're not going to learn it unless you're dedicated. That's the
Thank
way I see it. You have to be
thank you.
dedicated.
Can I have a showcase of a look of your farm, please? I just want everyone to see what your farm look like. So can you just turn the camera and just give us a glow of sunny Antigua and what it looks like in the Caribbean and what farming entails? Wow, that's amazing.
So you like to show them some onion side?
Yes,
Because
please.
that's the closest thing we have by us.
Thank you.
Okay.
I would love a walkthrough.
Don't come off. On that note, you can just walk your way up and show Maxine. Turn away. You don't have to keep it on the now.
No, it's on the
But just
plantation.
keep it on the plant.
So all this
And
that
this is
you're
Sunny
seeing,
Antigua. You can say something, Maxine. Let's say, young man.
all this that you're seeing now, it's all cassava. All cassava. As you can see, nice clean rows with all nice green cassava plants. And I'm going upwards to some carrots, and I'm going upwards to some scythe. They call it scythe in Antigua, but in England we call it spring onions.
Fantastic.
This is just a little patch of bushes that nothing is planted there. It's just driveway for the tractor or the truck. So this is what they call scythe, is what we would call
Spring onion.
spring onion.
Wow,
Spring
that's
onion in
amazing.
England. See, nice and growing. That's all spring onion.
Yeah, so as you can see, silver.
Hold on. So that's Mr. Goodman speaking.
Yeah, so we're back now. You see
Oh,
that?
that's carrot.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and this is a field of carrot now
So-
on the eastern side of the you see that?
Yes.
So this is all a field of carrots as far as you can see. It's all carrots on Goodman Plantation. Okay, he's just demonstrating.
You see how we read them?
This is how it's reaped.
Yes, I remember my experience on the farm when I was reaping carrots.
Oh,
It was
look at
actually
those.
breathtaking.
Well, you see them?
Yes.
All fresh organic
They're
carrots.
just coming from right here. Try to find a nice root again. You see it, Silo?
Yes.
See?
It comes up from the ground so easily. What I loved about your farm was how easy it is to reap and work and get the produce out. It was just so easy, so organic, so fresh. I think it'll be amazing that people actually don't understand how beautiful it is when you actually have fresh produce and how you work the soil. It's just so educational. It's amazing.
I know. It's amazing because it's amazing. You know why it's amazing? It's the size of seed you put into the ground and the result you get from it in everything.
Yeah.
Put such a small seed and the result come out so massive, you know. That's why I say you have to be dedicated, because when you do this and it comes to perfection to sell and everything and it looks so beautiful, that is what's supposed to drive you, make you want to do more.
Yes.
You understand? Because like when I did start farming, I usually say, well, let me plant 10 bank of carrot. And if I can manage it, then next time I will plant 20. And now I guarantee I can plant 100-acre of carrot and manage it.
That's
Just like
phenomenal.
that. You know, it's just amazing, man.
Thank
Going up
you.
to potatoes.
Just amazing. Yeah, you can go to the sweet potato.
Okay, so there's sweet potato also. So I'll just take you up to the sweet potatoes. So all this that you're seeing here, all these banks at the moment, they're all carrots. As you can see, all nice and green, tracks, well seen, nice and clean, lovely organic carrots.
I love that when you actually doing the showcase that you could actually see the beauty and the work and the effort that goes into cultivation. So I don't think most people understand how that works.
Oh, it's hard work. And in the sunshine,
Yes,
it's all so beautiful. So at
very.
the moment, we're at the sweet potatoes.
Wow.
So this is all sweet potatoes.
This is a sweet potato field. We cut the vine. This is how we plant this one now. We cut the vine like this.
Yes.
We break the vine. Let me see if we find an empty gap.
There
We
you
have
go.
an empty gap and we make a line with the tractor the same way.
Yeah.
Just like that. We put it to lie down. And we cover the end that break. And we leave this little end out. All here should be covered. And we just leave this the tip of the vine. So everywhere just get catch. So everywhere you grow root, you should have a potato by principle.
And how long does it take for potatoes to grow?
4 months.
4 months.
Yeah. Potato grow 4 months, carrot is 90 days.
Okay.
And the onion, same thing, 90 days. 3 months time you have carrot. And because these carrot they plant when Wimpy come here. Wimpy plant these carrot, you know.
That was
Okay.
November.
In November.
Yeah.
Yeah, she come here November what?
19th.
The Saturday. The Saturday after
About the
19th.
24th or so.
No, she come out in the week.
She came on a Monday.
On a Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we plan them the Saturday. I come from the market. And she drives the tractor. And I walk there. No, I drive the tractor and she walk there.
So he's talking about his daughter that helped him to
Okay.
plant these carrots.
Fantastic. Yes.
So all this that you can see, it's all sweet potatoes. And the bank goes on and on and on.
It
It's about
looks so
40,
amazing.
50 banks of potatoes,
Yes.
all natural, organic, sweet potatoes.
And I like the fact that these are being sold to the markets, they're being sold to local people, they're being sold to different businesses. So it actually keeps the economy going and it helps people to thrive. And as a business, it's just so important that people see why farming is important and people
Yeah.
understand the nature of the business.
And now in these difficult times that we are living in,
Yes.
it is super duper important that people take stock of what's going on and realize that farming is very important for feeding the nation.
Yes. Absolutely.
I know
Um,
my face is not being shown, but I am doing the recording. It's okay.
Thank you so much. We'll have to wrap it up. So let me just say thank you to Mr. Goodman for spending this time with me.
No.
Hold on. She wants to say thanks. So this is good old Maxine from Manchester, England, doing the videoing. Hi.
Hi, thank you, Maxine, for helping with the video this morning and making sure that we got to see the amazing farm in Antigua.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, you're most welcome.
Mr. Goodman, thank you for
Thank
taking the time to do the interview with me. It's lovely seeing your farm and all the hard work that you do. I'm so proud to be to see this morning, but also having the experience with you. So thank you once again for doing the interview with me. And we will catch up soon.
Bye bye. Take
Bye
care.
bye.
Love you.